is up, folks? Welcome to episode... Shit, what episode is this? It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
21? 21?
21?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's 9 plus 10. Old meme. It's been a minute. It's been a while. We've been a little busy, a little fatigued. But me and Bailey... Sorry, a little down under the weather. Me and Bailey are back from frigid Chicago, Frosty Faustings fighting game tournament.
Place.
You didn't like it?
Not Frosty. Chicago's kind of a mess.
We were just in the suburbs. It was just
we were. So it was extra like gloomy and snowy and sad.
Yeah, it was just fucking like Chris, my roommate he was taking pictures from the fucking bean. You take pictures in the bean's reflection. I'm like, damn, that could have been me. I got the Pax flu. I got the Pax pox. I got the fucking. I can't figure out what to call it, but I got fucking frame one. The flu the second we landed there.
That's crazy. That's O'Hare. That is O'Hare for you.
That's O'Hare. I didn't know. I say
hello.
Sorry, just a coughing fit. Sorry, I had to mute.
Okay.
No, I mean I drove. That's the crazy thing. I fucking drove. So like there was no fucking.
Oh, that's right. You didn't even fucking fly in. That's crazy. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened. I don't know how I got sick, but I had the flu all fucking weekend. Day one, you went to the bathroom, you like pulled your mask down to like blow your nose or something, and that was a moment.
Yeah,
they weaseled in there.
Yeah, I mean, I was around with my mask every once in a while just to catch an event or something. It wasn't COVID. You got the COVID test. Yeah, so that was good. But I mean, I thought it was just a cold until like the last day.
And it turns out it's just the flu.
Yeah, I mean, I assumed it was because, I slept without covers and I was just freezing my ass off. I'm like, I'm just cold. It's fine. And masks were required, so I'm like, okay, it's like fine if I go, I guess. But no, it ended up being the flu because I'm still fucking sick.
Damn.
So, I mean, that's fine. I was pretty careful, though, I like to think. But I don't know, maybe that was cringe of me to, like, enter the establishment when I was sneezing. I wasn't even sneezing. I just had a headache.
Didn't seem like you sneezed much.
Yeah, I wasn't sneezing or coughing that weekend. I was just kind of I just had a headache and I was cold, so I don't know. But yeah, no, it was a great time. Was that your first time going to like a convention like that?
I mean, I've been to TwitchCon, so that was
your first like fighting
quite
game
a bit
thing.
bigger. But this fighting game stuff is. It's nice. It definitely feels a little more niche. Everybody's there for like a specific reason, which is cool as hell.
Yeah. It was a good time. So I mean, we went there with a couple friends at a hotel. How far away do you want to say it was? Like quarter-mile walk?
Max
quarter mile. It was close. It was a parking lot.
4-5 minute walk across a Target parking lot.
Yeah, which was like, I mean, it's America, so it's like pretty far, but like, it's. I mean, some of those days, man, like when I was fucking like, it's like I was carrying bullets to the front line. Like, oh, I gotta bring Bailey's pass. I gotta bring this art back to the fucking hotel from the venue that I bought. Like I was just running back and forth.
dragging a downed soldier back to the fucking med lines.
Yeah, it was freezing too, but it was real. We walked past the Target, so that was great because the hotel TV had a lot of latency.
We were gooning, dude.
We were gooning, but we eventually. Was it my idea?
Yeah.
It was my idea to just go to Target and buy a monitor and just like return it the next day, which was great.
Dude, it was so funny. It was like we've ran into like 4 or 5 like micro problems, and you were just like, bro, just go to Target and then return it. Bro, just go to Target, return it.
It worked. Like I don't know.
Eventually, it stuck.
I bought a blanket. If I had returned the blanket, that would have worked.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it would have worked, but instead you left it in the hotel room.
I just forgot. I forgot about the blanket, which is sad because I liked it kind of. But yeah,
I think that was the tier 2 gooning that we were doing. We had the step up. You know what we were doing during top 8 of Guilty Gear, right?
What were you doing?
Were you not familiar?
I don't remember much of that day, to be honest.
So we were me and the people we were rooming with, plus some other people that were staying at the actual venue. We're doing some pre-gaming before or during final day, right? The top 8 of the main game, Guilty Gear Strive.
You kept slipping away for like 20 minutes at a time.
No. Like, yeah, okay, like 5 minutes. So what happened was, you're not allowed to have alcohol in the venue except for like the small things you can buy there. And so we were pre-gamed. We did not pre-game enough, right? We took, a handful of shots. I want to say like 4 or 5 plus some like, I don't know, some other like mixed drinks or whatever. But we still had like half a bottle of rum. We had some vodka and some other stuff.
Do not tell me you were gone for like 5 minutes max. I remember at one point in the night, I had ordered a COVID test from Target to like pick up. Yeah. I left, acquired it, walked back to the room, took it, waited the 15 minutes, stared in the mirror thinking about how God's going to fucking suck if I have COVID. I didn't have COVID, lied down for 10 minutes, walked back, you were still gone.
Okay, it might have been... No. We went for like 3 cups, man. It might have been the third one. I got the first and the third.
Yeah.
There was also a moment when one of the people sleeping in that room, like, just started chatting with me. So I hit him up for that.
Yeah. Did you play any friendlies on the last day? I remember you and Bob were kind of going in and while I was sleeping or something.
I watched a couple. I played more of the Tough Love Arena. Shout out Tough Love Arena. That game is really, really fun. It's a 2-button fighter. It's so fun.
Free to play on a browser or $13 on Steam.
Go to desk game.
That is a really fun game. I just wish it had proper controller support. That's my only gripe. But
yeah,
it's a 2-button fighter. You can play with the keyboard. It's just hard when you're trying to do locals.
Yeah. So
but, that's a really great game. That's a really great game.
Good ass game. Some of the other ones were all right there. I did not like the rhythm fighting game all that much.
God of Rock.
It was okay.
Looking at it, I really liked the way it looked. I liked the concept, but I kind of assumed, and based on what you said, it's just kind of hard to play the game and to, like, enjoy the visuals at all.
Yeah, because there's this really cool shot of the characters they have, whatever one you pick, like clashing on the top, like anime style, where their punches are smashing or they're like, crossing arms or swords or whatever, and it looks really cool because you don't really get that in regular fighting games. It's just you get hit or you block.
Yes.
But you're just staring at the bottom left corner of the screen trying to follow your rhythm, because it's just it is literally a rhythm game with like fighting game elements. And more than it's a fighting game with rhythm game elements.
Yeah, and maybe that's a really good spectator sport. Maybe. I doubt it. I don't know. It seemed like a cool idea, but
yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, that we also played what was it? Rushdown Revolt, which is just entered closed beta again after being open for like a couple months. Kind of like Omega Strikers. Where it's no longer available to be played on Steam, but that's a really fun game. It's a platform fighter, and instead of being like a melee styled Smash clone, it's more of it's way like there's a lot more like movement options, I guess, but like more like built in, like it's more like built around like, I don't know, Melee's like movement options are of course there, and it's a faster game than like Ultimate and stuff, but
yeah,
it's, I don't know, it's harder to pin down, but it's more built around like easy to perform movement actions.
Dude, all you gotta know, it's between Ultimate and Brawlhalla. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I really liked like the look and feel of that game. Like it just felt like very fun to play, and it like looked cool while you were doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's really fun. I'm excited for that to eventually come out of closed beta. Did you play any of Them's Fighting Herds?
No.
I wanted to. I don't know. It being 2D animated, like reminds me of Skullgirls, and Skullgirls is not a game I can just sit down and like play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing that interesting to me about Them's Fighting Herds. I saw it and I went, wow, that's like cool. I guess I don't.
Apparently, it's like really good because it's been persistently played for like 8 years now. It's been out since like 2016 or something. It was supposed to be main stage at Evo until Evo got canceled for like COVID.
Wait, actually main stage?
Yeah, no, not like, what does main stage mean again?
That's like the main game. That's primary game.
It was not the main game, but it was one of the main event games. Like it was one of like the main 8 games at Evo. Like it was not a side tournament.
That's sick.
But yeah, that game's been doing very, very well. You know, it started as like, it had a really funny origin because usually like this kind of shit just like fizzles out. But it was supposed to be just like a My Little Pony fighting game, and it's like we don't have the license.
Is that not what it is? I glanced over and I'm like, is that what it is?
It's not. No, I mean it was supposed to. That's what it was like pitched as, but it's like not officially My Little Pony product. But it was originally gonna be like, yeah, we don't have the license. We'll figure it out. Like they did not. But I mean that's just very much what it's going for.
That's part of the reason I didn't want to play it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a fan of My Little Pony. I don't know.
I'm not either.
Controversial opinion on the internet. I guess.
Any of it.
Nobody's gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
We played MLP. A lot of. You got a a snack box, right?
Yeah, I got a snack box.
How's that been going for you? You been playing Strive past couple days?
Yeah, I was doing that this morning. That was pretty nice. It feels cool. It's nicer than. I don't know. I mean, like, sometimes I feel the urge to play controller still, but it's cool. It's nice. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, learning process, I guess.
Worst case, it's like a fidget toy that I put on my desk and click the buttons while I'm like doing other shit. So
yeah, I've also been playing Strive, and I mean, when it came out, I was playing on PS5, wired connection. I was Ramlethal main, as all the brave men are.
All the frontline fighters, the brave Mujahideen, Ramlethal pickers.
And I was a hard like floor 5 guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm playing on my Steam Deck with an Xbox controller, Wi-Fi, in like current day, current year. I'm floor 3, bro. I don't know what's happening, bro. I'm playing Bridget now because I really like her. I think her close like medium is really fun.
Yeah, she's infinitely cooler than Ramlethal, I think.
Yes, she has a lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of cool movement options and combos. And I'm like floor 3, bro. I don't know what's happened.
That's awesome.
Like it's like me playing on Wi-Fi, meaning that like my games are closer to a 50-50, regardless of how well I'm doing.
It's the
is rollback frames just the great equalizer? Like there's just 50-50 like, if I win or lose.
Somebody's mathed out like 5 moves where like the average MS that people are playing on is about 50, and with these 4 moves, adding the 50 milliseconds means that they are unreactable with human reaction speeds.
I see.
That's somebody's got to math that out.
I figured it's like a lot of just like player base being lower than it was at launch. And well, also like still spiking after like a big event like that. So I mean, I feel like I'm playing well enough, but I mean, I'm not playing well enough, and I don't know, that sucks. But I'm having a good time. I play it like every morning.
Little button pusher, hell yeah.
Yeah. I've had to go back and like look through, play through all the tutorials again because I forgot about all kinds of important stuff. Let me tell you, dude. I want to say I have a word to say with Arxis. That fucking like stagger tutorial is the worst. It is so dog shit.
What does it do?
When you stagger, there's a meter above your head, and then there's like the red button that you press, right?
Yeah.
It's like that. And in the tutorial, the instructions are over exactly where that is. Like the black bar with text.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, like this is what you need to do. So as like a new player going in, I remember when I was playing on PS5, I was going crazy. I'm like, what meter? What? I'm literally like replaying it over and over, like looking around the screen. It was fucking, I don't know. It's like broken. You just can't see it. But I mean, that's fun. So yeah, Bridge is really fun. What's their fucking name? Is Testament honest? Is Testament an honest character?
Reasonably honest, like mid-range guy.
Like a fucking reasonably honest zoner.
Not really a zoner. It's like,
are they really not? Okay, they're fucking.
I don't want to spend like half the podcast getting into specifics of characters, but she's got a little crow, or he, they, them. I don't remember. They've got a little crow.
Daisuke basically said pronouns none. Testament is testament. Testament is testament.
All right, so Testament has a little bird, and there's a move that sends the bird out, and if you hit somebody with the bird, they get into stain state where they glow purple. And while they're in that glow purple state, if you hit them with certain moves, you get really, really, really good like frame data, but only for that one hit. So you like hit them with Crow, and then you do a combo, and it doesn't matter if they block it, because then you get to do another combo because your frame data on the last move you hit them with is so good. And then other than that, you just like kind of sit mid range and swat at them with a fucking like big scythe.
Yeah, it might just be the floor I'm playing at, because the Testament players I run into, they just like spam the thing on the ground. That's kind of all they do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that comes with the territory, I guess. What else? So Strive's a good game. I think everyone should try that game out. I think that's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty Gear Strive is maybe the best fighting game going on right now, I think, just for like newcomers especially.
Yeah. Dude,
Overwatch.
I'm thinking back. Fuck Overwatch. I'm thinking back to my drunkenness going into the elevator to floor 8 in the hotel, and then I got into the elevator. And for reference, I'm wearing a headband. It's like a red headband.
Yeah.
It keeps the hair out of my eyes, but also like I was like, it's like I don't know. Ryu's got like a red headband, but
you're cosplaying.
Yeah, I'm cosplaying. So I get in the elevator, pretty like drunk as shit, with my cup full of Bacardi rum and Pepsi Cherry, and some guy in the elevator is like, "Hey, you!" And I was scared for a moment. He's like, "I've been seeing you in the headband all weekend. What's going on, man?" And he's just like so excited to say hi to the guy wearing a fucking headband.
That's pretty sick, dude.
I think his name was Ty. Shout out Ty.
You made your mark. I feel like that's a strat at the small the kind of medium sized locals like that.
Yeah.
It's gotta like scar your appearance in some way into someone's mind.
That was true. I had a lot of random interactions in the elevator. One of the other times I went up there was some girl in a Jacko cosplay, the girl with like the big halo.
Yeah.
And so we're just in the elevator and somebody's like, I don't know, we land on a floor and that nobody needed to get off on, and it's like somebody's like, oh, I must have hit the wrong button. And I was like making some jokes about that and getting some giggles in the elevator because it was like a full elevator. It was like 12 people in that shit. I don't know why we jammed in there.
It was the venue elevator, right? Like the event is held
the hotel venue elevator. And come to find out, that person, I guess she's big on Twitter, like bordering 100,000 followers, which I was like, damn, that's crazy. There was a lot of people there.
There was a Giovanna cosplayer there too. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was really good.
She had made her own like her own like dog wolf thing.
Oh, that's sick.
That's cool.
Leffen was there too. We shoulder checked Leffen.
Yeah, that's how
Bob did.
Bob just fucking shoulder checked him on accident.
Yeah, he was getting out of the way. Big packed room. Slams into Leffen. Yeah. Bob's not a small guy. And he goes, my God, like Leffen, I'm so sorry. And then Leffen just goes, okay. And then kept walking. What a guy. What a fucking champion.
That, well, he's a happy chaos player. Bob should have fucking tackled him.
he's the soul. He's the meta slave at heart, you know?
Yeah, and you gotta respect it. Dude, that fucking Nubenheimer disconnect in the fucking first top 8 game, that was so tragic.
First top 8 game against a guy named Latif. Yeah. Latif goes on to get second place. And Nubenheimer is down a little bit, but it's like a really good looking game for him.
It was like in the middle of him like starting up a combo, right?
Yeah, like starting up a big like comeback with a combo and stuff, and his controller disconnects.
Mm-hmm.
Sucked.
Yeah,
you know part of the reason I bought a snack box actually?
Why?
It was Saturday, and I'm thinking about I'm going back and forth. I'm like 70% no, 30% yes at that point. And I'm watching some friendlies, and I see some Nago player, for reference, a big black samurai guy, and what coolest character in the game by a fucking country mile.
He's pretty. And
I'm watching some friendlies with him, and it's the nastiest mix-ups I've seen in my whole fucking life. I was like jaw on the floor with some of the bullshit he was doing. I'd never seen it before. He was in the lab cooking up like he's Rick and Morty, and I look down because I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's got the Nubenheimer jersey on. And I'm like, oh, that would make sense. He's the best Nago player in the North America. Whoopsies. And I look down again, and he's playing on the snack box, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, maybe I'll buy one.
You got the last black one, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
They had 10 left, and I was waiting in line.
Yeah.
Luckily, the two people in front of me just needed repairs on their snack box.
Oh, that's lucky. So, two last things I do want to point out just about top 8s that I was like really into is I think during top 48 for Strive, because we got there early, just like get seats close enough to the stage. Someone's like opponent was like a minute late or something. So they, I don't think you were here for this. So they just, they held up a crocheted red like Among Us crewmate, and and I wasn't there for like the last game, but it was the loudest I heard the stadium on it. Loudest I heard the room all night.
Oh no, I was there for that.
They held up the red Among Us to the screen. So it was like broadcast on all the projectors, and people went fucking nuts.
That was the loudest I heard them all night.
Really? More than the fucking like finals?
The only thing that came close was some like crazy in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. There were some crazy moments in the top 8 of that, and people were screaming. But I don't know, man. Holding up the red crewmate in front of the camera on main stage. People were going crazy. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, they went ballistic. Also, the Rev 2 top 8s were really fun to watch, just because like that was happening same time.
Yeah,
as like the top 48. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. The like when Come Haeyoung would hit people off the walls, and people would go, oh, they'd fucking like do Oppa when he was like comboing them off the walls. That was a great time. Just watching Rev 2 was like so silly. Like watching like just because like it's such a different game with like such different design philosophies of like what a character should be.
It's such a nonsense game.
I guess you get there because like Rev 2 is like it's the third revision of Exerd. So like Cum is like a third revision character, like with Answer and shit, I think.
Yeah.
But Alpha could just like is just a ranged character. Basically Happy Chaos. Like they share a lot of the same
she just shoots you with a gun.
Yeah, like
they have
like they have like the tossed orb and shit. But Cum is funny because he he seems to have an orb that he can just control with left stick that he throws around the screen.
Yeah.
And then I believe one of his supers is just a second bigger orb that he can get.
Yeah. So he sends out one orb, then sends out second orb, and then starts punching you in the face. It's like an orb's like crushing your fucking soft spot.
Really funny. Like really funny to see that shit. Just be like, wow, like that's insane. Wow, that's a crazy idea for a character. But yeah, so top 8s in Rev 2 were really fun. I wish I could stay around for Stride, but I couldn't fucking take it anymore. I was feeling ill. How was Monday? I mean, how was Sunday? How was last day?
I was whatever. Just a little more of the same. Just chilling, having a good time, playing some stuff. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. All right. You want to move on to Overwatch 2?
I don't want to move on to Overwatch 2. I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brian.
Yeah. Well, what's up?
You willed this, brother? like the fucking Chinese balloon. You willed this into existence.
I didn't. Okay, dude. This is fucking bizarre to me. So during the weekend, like it made sense. I bring up the Chinese spy balloon or whatever to Bob and Bailey at the event, Chris at the venue, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, I mean, I checked Twitter. They're probably not checking Twitter. We're at a fucking event. Of course, they're not checking in on the Chinese spy balloon. I'd only just seen like a picture of it on like Twitter or something like before I went to bed. So like, yeah, they don't understand what it is. That makes sense. And then I land in Texas like on Sunday, and we're in the car. I'm in the car with my friend because we flew in on the final flight together. She came in from Mississippi. I came in from Chicago, and we're in the car with my girlfriend's mom. And I'm like, "Yo, how about that balloon?" And my friend didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I'm like, "You've been doing nothing all weekend. You've been working, but I mean, what? You don't know about the Chinese balloon? The fucking greatest threat to our nation and the greatest success of the U.S. Air Force.
It's 9/11 too. It's 9/11 too.
Did you see the video of them shooting it with the missile?
Yeah.
Dude, people on the ground go crazy. That's my Air Force. This shit's so hype, dude.
That's my Air Force.
Shooting an unmanned like weather balloon or something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so
do you think it's a weather balloon? Do you think it's a weather balloon?
I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I've been theory crafting, and I'm like, okay, well, if it was an actual spy balloon, which I'm sure they have, and we have, they just send that shit all the time. Like it never would have gotten this far, right? They would have just like detonated it, and we'd have nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure like all our spy stuff and their spy stuff just like disintegrates, right? It just like completely fucking falls apart at a moment's notice, right?
Okay.
So I just assumed that if this was a spy balloon, we just wouldn't know about it. Like it never would have gotten to this point, right? Mm-hmm. And that's my take. It could be a spy balloon. It could just be them, like, I don't know, seeing what we would do if there was a spy balloon.
Well, here's the real question. Have you ever been to China?
I have not been to China. No, have you?
Because I have a theory that like all Chinese media is like fake. And that country is like falling apart. Like imagine it looks like Fallout, and they're struggling with the last vestiges of like Chinese, like just Chinese anything. That their best attempt at a spy balloon in modern day is like their fucking paper mache blimp that they strap like a GoPro to the bottom of, And then like maybe we'll get something out of this.
Maybe we can learn how to like what water is again. Bailey, you bring that up. That is my favorite YouTube thumbnail. And they've kind of died out because people just get tired of it. But it would be like business accounts being like, China falls in 40 days. They would just spam that, dude. No, they would spam that with like Xi Jinping's like fucking hands and heads are like looking pissed. It's like China falls in 19 days. And then, it doesn't happen. So like they change the thumbnail or something. And they just keep spamming that. It would be like every day from like several accounts. Like the West truly yearns for the fall of our successor. You know what I mean? Come on, guys, roll over. They want it more. I'm sorry, dude. They're at their 50s moment. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's time for their economic growth. We've had our turn. It's their turn now. And then it'll be India in 30 years.
Will there be a TikTok from India?
It's probably going to be like VR. But no, India's primed, baby. India's ready to be the new China. Ugh. Just because their demographics are the same as their age demographics are the same as us in the 50s and China in the 90s. Yeah. And everyone's like just moving all their production to India just because it's like kind of a neutral it's more of a neutral state. So people are not like malding about it. Okay. So yeah, India, get ready. And Mexico, it's like toss up between India and Mexico right now, actually, just for like quality of living. But sorry, I willed it into existence. I willed the Chinese balloon into existence. I willed, what's up with Overwatch 2? I've not been playing.
Hammond. Okay. So for reference, they just released the patch notes for season 3 yesterday, and then they came out today, and I played 2 games of it, and they were both They were both against Hammond, and I actively wanted to like brutally murder like a middle school.
What do we do to Hamster? I know I begged for his buff. I know he needed one. But what did they do?
His slams on a shorter cooldown, and his ult bombs arm faster.
That's great. That means that like
if he like bounces you up in the air and then ults, you fall down and you're guaranteed to get fucking blown to bits.
I'll say it. That's a good change. Good.
No, it's not. He didn't need anything.
No, he needed nothing. It, dude.
He needed nothing.
Dude, You're insane, dude. Okay, maybe your tier he needed nothing, but at the tier that matters, silver, he did.
He was even better in silver because nobody could shoot him.
No, when people got killed, their computer needed to crash, just like we talked about. And now it's time. It's hammer time.
I wish I never made that video. They saw it, dude.
The viewers were the viewers demanded it. It's hammer time, dude. What are the other changes that are like notable in any meaningful way for a non-player?
There's like 30.
Yeah.
Widowmaker is going to be unplayable. That's awesome.
What did they do to Widowmaker?
They made her health 175 instead of 200.
That's really funny.
And if Ball is now the best tank in the game, he's just going to fly in like rip her stomach out and roll back to the fight.
That's good. These are good changes. Keep it fresh. I'm excited for the dating sim. That's all I'll say.
Oh, the Overwatch dating sim?
Yeah, they're doing like Overwatch dating sim on the 13th. It's probably going to be nothing. It's probably going to be like a league event where like I don't even get to see like Widowmaker's asshole, so it's like a waste of time. But they are doing a One Punch Man crossover.
That I saw that.
Dude, the Doomfist skin is so ass. It's almost like funny though. I remember I saw that like so I'm at my girlfriend's house, so we have like some people over, like just like people visiting. And I remember the second I saw that, I silently got up from bed and I just walked around the house showing it to people, and they all looked like very sad. It was like a Kotaku article, like over a One Punch Man crossover is the picture of Doomfist in his yellow onesie and red fist, and you're like, oh no. They just like hit me with like the biggest like Squidward frown. It's just like,
I saw somebody on Reddit was like, I think the title, it was on our Overwatch, and the title was just, it's a slippery slope ... with a picture of the Doomfist One Punch skin.
Dude, it is, man. Riot has maintained their integrity. No crossover since that like, I don't know, like Saudi Arabian like gotcha game in like 2009.
I'm just saying. There was a Tekken crossover with a manga from the 80s or something. That it was just like a Velociraptor or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No. I think Okay, who's your roster? Who's the skin roster? Genji's Genos, obviously.
Genji's Genos,
yeah.
That makes sense.
Who's Tatsumaki? Because these are basically just recolors.
Which one is Tatsumaki?
Tornado. Tornado. I think that's how they
green hair, mystical girl. Diva probably.
Yeah,
and then maybe the mech looks a little more like magic-y.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
Who do we think Blizzard? Who do we think Tornado's sister is going to be?
Mercy.
Okay, and then who's King? And do we think there's more than 5 skins here?
If there is a King, that'd go crazy. Maybe like, I don't know, Sigma.
Sigma, yeah.
Big guy, blonde. Maybe Reinhardt.
Like based on the Doomfist skin, these are clearly going to be ass. Like it's going to be like a fucking. These are bad.
Dude, I hope so.
I don't know.
I hope they're all fucking dog shit. That would make it so much better.
Like on one level, yes, because like they can't not look like the characters, right? That's a slippery slope. That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Because but on the other hand, it's like I'm looking at like a really cringe Doomfist right now. It's just like a Doomfist in a yellow onesie and a red fist, and it's stupid. It's probably gonna cost $30.
You're filling your viewport with that right now.
No, like it's probably gonna cost like $30. It's cringe. It's a bad skin.
I might buy it.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy every skin.
Are you gonna pay for the premium version of the dating event where you get to see like hardcore sex scenes if you click the right buttons?
I would pay $300 for such a game. No, I would not pay $300. That would actually save Blizzard if it was like full on sex scene. If it was a hentai, that would actually be insane.
Yeah, during the dating event, they just you pick a lead and you just pursue anybody else in the cast.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what the models are used for. Anyways, they they should just make money from that, right?
It'll make the second boom of YouTube where people are just looking up the compilations.
Yeah.
The ending, all dating endings, like NSFW, all caps.
What if it's like a 40-hour dating sim? What if they've been grinding on this for 6 years since like Overwatch 1 launch? 100% it's all voiced.
Do you remember the dating sim that was all like disabled girls?
No.
You never played that?
I don't remember that, no.
I want to say it was from I think it started as like a bit and then it turned into like a really wholesome game where you're at like a school for, like the handicapped, and like one girl's in a wheelchair, one girl's like deaf, one's blind, one's like missing a leg.
Interesting.
And it's like, it sounds like fucking insane, but it's actually like the most wholesome shit. I never finished it, but I did play maybe like 40% of it, 50%. And it was very cute. Interesting game. You say interesting in like a bad way or like a good way?
I don't. I just never heard of it. It feels like it's like, I don't know. I've never heard of it. Like, do you know what it's called?
No, it's a Japanese name because it was made. I think it was made by like weebs on like a forum.
I see. I'm curious about it. I'll report back if I find it.
Play it, yeah. Just look up handicap dating sim and you'll find it. It's one of one, man.
It's one of one. Do we want to talk about the Atrioc thing? I don't know. I went in rearing to go about how crazy it was, but I'm just like, oh fuck, oh god.
Well, I mean, it hits close to home for you, not as much me.
It does. It's my guy, my streamer.
I click on a Marketing Monday, like every other Thursday, and I go, wow, this was a good video, and then I don't think about Atrioc for like a week and a half.
Never again. This was my streamer, Brendan Ewing, Atrioc. This was my streamer, bro.
Just in case anybody doesn't know what happened.
I mean, fucking Twitch streamer deepfake. I mean, everyone knows this, right? This is legacy. This is the most wide-reaching Twitch drama in a long time. I anticipate legislation within the year
around deepfakes of Twitch streamers.
Just deepfakes in general. I anticipate legislation within the year. I swear to God, I mean that.
I'm just saying, people have already made deepfakes of me. Those are not real. They're not real.
My streamer, my goat, got caught looking at deepfake porn of like other streamers, which would be his colleagues. And he also ran an agency for streamers, so obviously no one would want to fucking work with them anymore. So he's just gone. Fucking, I don't know. He seems gone. Seems like he's just gonna step back for a while. I don't think he comes back.
Stand down and stand by.
Stand down, stand by. Atriok. Yeah, he's gone. My goat is just gone. He's not streaming anymore. I don't know if I'd watch him. It just seems like a very bad situation.
He comes back streaming Hogwarts Legacy.
Dude, that'd be crazy. He was going to. He was adamant that he was going to play that shit. I mean, now he's just playing it alone. Hopefully that brings some solace.
He was excited to play it. Like that was the reason. Yeah. He's like, I love this.
He loves Harry Potter. People be loving Harry Potter. Read another fiction book. On God, holy fuck, dude. I read it too.
I never read the books. I have no strong feelings on the books. The movies were ranged from like surprisingly decent to not very good.
Dude, I
have no skin in the game.
I read the books when I was 8 to 15. I was like, that was prime, right? That was prime reading age. That was prime Harry Potter. I don't give a shit about it. Who gives a fuck about Harry Potter? It's not that good, right? Like,
what if Atriok said what Rowling said, huh? Would that change your tune?
Would that change my tune?
I don't know. I'm trying to find somebody who did things you liked a lot and then just horribly compare it.
We saw some, Atriok, I like the stuff he did a lot, and dude, that was such a fucking hype. That was such an insane morning. I wake up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 a.m. in my bed. I check Reddit. Top of Reddit, LSF post, Atriok is caught watching deepfake porn. 4-day-old VOD. 4-day-old VOD. Like, they just now caught it. I'm oh, wow,
he had 3 days to take the VOD down? Because nobody would have had it. Nobody downloads his VODs.
I don't even know if he knew it was there. Because it was it was a brief alt tab. So I see that. I'm like, oh, wow, that's really bad. Send it to a couple people. Send it to you.
Yeah.
I think if you hear squeaking, that's Rex, my girlfriend's guinea pig.
I cannot hear him, but he sounds...
Okay, good.
In my head, he sounds cute.
He's a nice little fellow, aren't you, Rex? That's right. So I wake up at 5. I see that. I'm like, wow, that's rough. I sent it to a couple people. I'm like, my goat is gone or something. And then 7, and then at 2 hours later, I wake up again. Check my fucking check my notification bar on my phone. Atriok just went live. Apology. Huh. Look at it. Him and his wife crying on stream. I'm like, this can't be. This can't be going so poorly. Just from I couldn't believe it. Go back to sleep. Then everyone else I know is also talking about it. I didn't even know they watched Atriok. I didn't know anyone here. Here's the thing. I get when I'm going to Chicago, right? I put on my Enron hat, purchased from Atriok, bootleg of the classic Enron Corporation, very famous for fraud in the 2000s. Love it. Mm-hmm. Funny hat to have. No Atriok branding on it. He can't take it from me. You know what I mean? They can't take it from me. It's just a bootleg of a real company.
It's extra valuable now. He's probably not selling them anymore.
Valuable. It's really, yeah, no.
I gotta check. Can I buy an Enron hat right now?
No, I mean, you could probably buy a not Atriok Enron hat for sure, right? But I mean, those are limited releases. So I wear that, and I'm in the car with Chris, and I look at Chris. I'm like, hey, Chris, you want to know a fun fact about this hat? And he said, what? And I said, deepfake porn streamer guy? He says, yes, I do. I'm like, he made it. That was my case. Everyone knows about it, bro. I'm in group chats with people that are so far away. They're 30. They're 35. And they're like, yo, you guys see this nuclear cringe? And it's just him crying with his wife. I'm like, what? Why?
Dude, what? How many days ago do you think this happened?
What do you mean?
Do you think 9 is a correct number?
I'm thinking.
Because I went to his subreddit and the last post 6. Was 9 days ago.
Oh, really? 9 days ago?
Yeah, and it's not there's one post every few days. It's there's 30 posts from 9 days ago.
I assume that subreddit's locked. His Discord's locked.
I can't join?
No, I mean, no, the channels are gone too. I mean, I'm in that Discord just for live alerts. Yeah. And then I was just in there to observe. And people are like, guys, come on, forgive Atriok. I mean, think about all the good he's done. And I'm just was like, I don't like, I'm not going to make any judgment calls on Atrioc or like the deepfake porn thing. Cause like, as much as I love to talk, obviously I'm on a podcast. I love to give takes on things. I don't feel equipped to like talk about the topic. And I also don't know Atrioc. So I don't feel equipped to talk about him. But people, like, some people in the Discord, like, guys, think about all the good he's done. And I'm like, you know, I watched all the streams. Like, I can't think of anything good he's done besides, like, be a seemingly normal white guy. Right? Like, that's it. Like, that, like, and I get that. You know, that's a powerful message. You know, I was basically raised by, like, I listened to a lot of a podcast when I was, like, 14. Like, Talk Radar.
That actually blows my mind.
What?
That you listened to podcasts when you were 14.
No, dude, I listened to like a video game podcast when I was 14. That's why I know a lot about video games of like that era. And you know, I would listen to them, and you know, I looked up to them. I wanted to do what they did. I'm like, wow, these are great fellows. And they shaped a lot of my opinions and tastes, you know, and they're probably fine still. I know some are doing fine. I know another's like in Florida collecting Patreon money, like fueling a cocaine habit, like literally.
That's awesome.
But, I mean,
can we do that?
I don't know if we can quite do that yet, as there's no Patreon. But I mean, sure, along the line, absolutely. But I'm just saying, like, these guys, like, you know, at some level, I get it. You look up to a streamer, that's the deal, right? That's what they're selling. They're selling a person to you, right? And you know, the parasocial stuff, I mean, that's just the product. But I mean, like, and you can look up to him. Like, you can look up to streamers as a role model or anything. Like, end of the day, they're not doing that to like be a role model. They're doing that for like monetary value. Like, your deal is sorted. You know what I mean? Like, you get a role model, they got your views, they got your subs, they got your clicks or whatever. The deal is sorted. You don't need to defend him in the DMs like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to take to the streets and defend him. Like, his deal is sorted. You're clear. Like, you're sorted. You're clean. And so, I mean, that stuff's just like really sad to me, I guess. Like, to see people like, it's not sad. It's just like, I don't know, like, wake up. Like, think about it for a minute. Like, you don't know him. What good has he done? Like, it's not like, I don't know. It's not like he did a bunch of fucking charity streams or whatever. I think maybe he bought pizzas for a union once, but like, he's a seemingly normal white guy on stream that you can look up to. At the end of the day, that's all I needed to be. But that's what he was selling, and you bought it. Case closed. You're good. You're sold. And I don't know. Streamers are just very weird because I've been looking into more of the Atrioc stuff whenever like. Because it's a very interesting topic to me, right? Because I like to stream a lot. Yeah, I'm following it, and this further fuels my theory. I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast, but I believe, and this is not before I go into this, I'm not saying streamers are subhuman or inhuman the way you'd say like a murderer is. I'm just saying I don't think streamers at a certain size are exactly human like us. I don't think they're like us. You know, people compare like I don't think a streamer engages with like reality the same way that like a normal person on the street does, even from the way a movie star does. Because a movie star, they do their movies, they go home, they go to their parties, they eat a child, you know, normal human stuff. Like, you know, like I remember Ethan, he was telling me, it's like, you know, I think like Jonah Hill hits you with a car, like he buries your body and like no one ever knows. He's hiding your body. And I think, you know, if like Hassan did that, if, you know, PewDiePie did that, maybe they don't hide the body. But I think murder is a very human thing. You know, that's as old as time, right?
Yeah.
You know, murdering someone and hiding it is it's Cain and Abel. So like that's as old as time. But like where it gets down to it to me is that a movie star, a human, they are not talking to 10,000 people at once and getting a response and vice versa. You know what I mean? A movie star says, "Oh, I love my fans." They appreciate that. But a movie star is not going on a live stream and talking to 10,000 people. You know, I fucking, you know, some stuff sticks with me. Sometimes Hassan or Atrioc would go live at like odd hours of the night or after like a long flight. And they'd say, "Oh, I just missed chat. I missed you guys, chat. I wanted to hang out." And, you know, you feel it. You feel like that's true. You know what I mean?
That's scary. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. But like on the same level, are the viewers not doing the same? I don't know. Do the viewers not miss their streamer? Do you not? You know?
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of streams, to be honest with you.
If a content creator disappeared for like, you know, a week, would you be excited when they make a new video? If Slime was not on the yard for like 3 weeks, would you be excited when he was on the yard again?
Yeah, probably.
Same feeling. We could assign words to that, like miss them, but it's the same like basic like chemical reaction in the brain, I assume. So like Hassan and Atrioc, that's like, oh, I miss chat. I just wanted to hang out with chat. And I'm like, I was kind of iffy on that. I'm like, am I extrapolating that? Like, is that real? Is that like a real thing, or are they just saying that? But then I saw that like Cutie Cinderella, like one of the women on that deepfake site, and like Atrioc's friend or ex-friend was on like Hassan and Will's podcast. And I just like skipped to the part where they talked about that. And like one that's like not really important to the thesis, but Cutie Cinderella says she never wants to talk to him again. I'm like, okay, that's
damn.
The Atrioc, yeah, okay. So that's it. But another thing is that, and I thought it was too stupid. When I was like watching it, like when I was watching his apology, it was like my first thought, but I felt it was too stupid. But she said he went live and apologized to chat before he apologized to any of the women. Which is like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Like he has a real relationship with that chat. Like he let his chat down. He let his 10,000 people down. And that's not human, dude. That humans do not engage with reality that way. You know what I mean?
Is that real?
What do you mean?
No. I mean, like, I believe it's real. Like what she said is real, but I feel like that just comes from the fact that he says, okay, chat, we're doing this chat. Okay, here's what's coming up next, chat. Like so often that like if he's going live on a whim, not unscripted, to be like, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like chat's just going to fly out of his mouth. Just, I'm sorry, chat.
No. In that fucking stream, he did not apologize to the women. Like, and I assumed he was going to do that privately. Like, yeah. But I mean, that stream, I watched it. I was there. I was the first heart sent. Not really. Dude, the Twitch chat to spam hearts.
I was spamming hearts.
To spam purple hearts whenever a streamer's crying. That shit goes crazy. But no, he was like, I'm sorry I let you guys down. Like, he was talking directly to chat. That was very much to the audience. Like, that was not to the women or anything. Like, he was very much like trying to like save his appearance and like apologize to chat and say like, remember the good times and shit. Like, that's literally what it was, dude. He is not apologizing to anyone but chat in that video. There's no like misunderstanding about it. So like, that's just crazy to me. And like, do I think that's, I don't know. I can't quite empathize with that, but I guess if you're wired that way, maybe it makes sense. And that's why I just like, I can't, is that wrong? Like, think of that. Like, is it wrong for like someone to like chat like that? I think it's weird, but like,
probably.
I don't get it because I don't have chat. I don't know,
man. It's a wild fucking world we live in.
Yep.
I don't know if I can make value judgments like that. I have no idea.
Like usually I make value judgments, or usually I just say like, you know, like I feel a certain way, but I'm like I feel a certain way, but like maybe it's wrong, right? But I truly feel nothing about him doing that to chat. Like, it's weird that he didn't apologize to the women, but the urge to like apologize to chat like that, like I don't get it. But I'm like, maybe I truly cannot understand. Maybe I truly cannot understand.
We've got to get you to be a 6K viewer, Andy, and then you'll understand.
Yeah, like, yeah, it was truly bizarre to me. But I'm like, you know what? That's just how they're built. They're different from us. They're different. They're a different being. They're not like us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's bad or anything, but you know, I don't have any value judgment to make on it. But it's just a belief that they're not like a human. And I don't think that's like, a lot of people are like, oh, like, you deserve, come on, you should, you know, harassment comes with like the territory, right? Like a lot of like viewers will say that, or like Twitter people. I don't think that's true. Cause like, I mean, they still like feel things, but like, I don't know. I don't know how much it extends like every other part of their life, but I definitely think just like the idea of like liking chat, being parasocial with chat is new and not something most humans feel. Because people have always felt parasocial towards like celebrities to a degree. But I don't know if they've ever felt it back. Like, I don't know if Harry Styles was ever reading like reverse fanfics. You know what I mean?
That'd be sick. With the whole Atrioc thing, I don't really have strong opinions on it, to be honest. It sucks. It's whatever, though.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy. It's like there's some messaging and some AI stuff you can definitely like extrapolate from this scenario. Yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and point at Atrioc and be like, this is the worst thing you could have done as a human being. I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't hit me in the gut very hard.
I don't think most people are. I think like, yeah. I mean, even Cutie was like, oh, like maybe in 7 months, like I forgive him, but I just don't see it. Like I don't. It's just like a very, did you see her? Did you see her like stream piece on it? Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't know. That's just like out of the thing where she was crying about it too, and she was pretty, which is like, fair. It makes sense.
It's like a gross thing to happen, you know. Like people find this website and they just start like spamming it in your DMs. That's freaky and weird. And like that shit. I mean, like most of the people that I saw talking about it were just talking about like, oh, like fuck the people that make this stuff, and like the biggest sin that people seem to think Atriarch committed here is not like just like looking at it. It's like flubbing it so hard and just like bringing so much attention to it.
Yeah,
like that is like the big thing I hear. Like that is the big error.
Job, dude. He's got one job, and it's not leak, and he's a leaker.
Like even Cutie on that podcast was like, oh, if he had just like DM'd me first and said, hey, I was looking at this shit, it leaked on stream, I'm sorry. Like she's like, maybe it could have gone a different way. But like just the way he handled it, the way he responded to all of it, like his like just complete like freak out, which is like a very emotional, and like I guess I can empathize with the idea of how he like broke down. But like I mean, it's mostly just like his response that most people are latching onto, I think. You know, he's probably dumping like what?
You ready? Oh no, keep going.
He's dumping like 6 figures into like making deepfake porn illegal or something. So I mean, hey, good.
You know, if it works, it works.
Good luck, brother. He has the money. Definitely has the money.
Yeah, I guess working at NVIDIA probably makes you a lot of money, and then he's big streamer on top of that.
I mean, so he worked at Twitch. It got acquired at Amazon, so he had Amazon stock, and then he worked at NVIDIA and had NVIDIA stock. Then he sold it all in October at the peak of the market, right before the crash.
Damn.
And he was probably making 6 figures at NVIDIA, right? Head of global marketing.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's definitely a millionaire. So I mean, he's dumping like 6 figures and shit. So I mean, hey, like I don't know. I'm not gonna say like I don't think Atriarch's a bad guy because I don't know. But most of the people that I see talking about it, like Ludwig's like Mogul Mail, he's like, oh, I don't think Atriarch's a bad guy. Like most people don't seem to think he's a bad guy. It just seems to be like he made a really bad mistake here, and the way he handled it led to like a lot of like really bad fallout.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I mean, I guess whenever shit like this happens, I usually just divert to the people around them. Like,
that's
fair.
Know what I mean? I don't like. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You want to go from one controversy to the second to another controversy?
Sure.
Hogwarts Legacy. What, didn't come out today?
No, it's in like early. So they're doing like the AAA, like play it 3 days early if you get the deluxe edition. So that's out.
Oh, so that's why I'm seeing gameplay.
You can pay like $90 to play it right now.
That's awesome.
What about it?
Did they add a trans character to it? I read that somewhere. Yeah, I don't know if it's true.
They threw in a token trans character.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, Sirona Ryan. Sir.
Is that intentional? Do you think that's intentional?
I don't know. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to like do like the J.K. Rowling thing. That's pretty funny.
I was gonna say it's you know what? It's world building. They're keeping in with the lore of like her adding a Jewish man and being like he's Grubson like monies like McMonies.
Nose Goldstein. Cho Chang, shit like that. So I mean, it came out. There's a trans character that they reportedly threw in just to like be a token, soften controversy.
Did the author, whatever her fucking name is, J.K. Rowling, did she have anything to actually do with the game?
She makes money on it.
Oh, okay.
So there's that.
That's whatever. It's like, oh, did you see the website that's it keeps track of if a streamer has streamed the game?
Oh, that's interesting. That's
fucking insane.
I don't know. I guess
that's fucking wild, dude.
I guess like on one hand, like boycott is pointless, but on the other hand, it's like I don't know. I don't think I'll be playing it.
I don't have any interest in it just because I don't like that type of game.
It looks mid.
I just equipped a new Hufflepuff cloak that gives me like plus 13% penis size. Those games don't interest me all that much.
But like, I don't know. Like, I think getting mad at people for playing it, I'm not going to say it's like deranged or like psychotic. I'm not going to like tell those people how to feel.
I think getting mad at somebody isn't a problem. I don't think it really matters. I don't think getting mad at somebody for playing it is insane. But I think the lengths people have gone to get mad at people for even thinking about playing it is a bit deranged.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like, but yeah, it's hard to track. There's a lot of bad shit going on with trans people. I'm not going to be like, former president says we need to make trans illegal. Why are you angry about this? Because I'm like, I don't know. You can like care about multiple things at a time. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It sucks. I think it's I don't know. I don't like J.K. Rowling. She's like cringe. Like
she's really cringe.
She loves posting.
She's actually got to get off the internet. She's got to just take a break.
It's too late.
Thing
No, it's too late.
Shut the fuck up turf picture, and she's like, this is the same as when they wanted to kill women.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I mean, it's good for me. It's good content for me, I guess.
Yeah, and then like BBC has to like apologize for all of Britain every time like anyone criticizes her.
They should do that more, honestly.
It's awesome. I love watching the media like debase themselves for like this wispy white woman. It's pretty high.
I'm surprised, dude. People get swatted for less, and she's chilling. That's crazy.
She is chilling. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know.
It's not that I want somebody to do it necessarily. I'm more just like surprised.
Yeah, it's probably harder to like swat someone rich like that. I don't know.
You think so?
Streamers aren't like famous in that same way.
I guess.
I think it's hard to like call a bomb threat at like the J.K. Rowling mansion. Like, hey, does this place seem important? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. All those reviews I see are like, oh, the game barely works. The gameplay sucks. It's just all around ass. But I mean, I read the books. It's a 9, baby. That's like every review, dude.
Catch me going Division 1 in Quidditch, okay?
Yeah, Hard Drive had a really you can't even play Quidditch in that game.
What?
No Quidditch.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, brave. That's brave. That's brave.
We on the Stunlocked podcast out here are not in fact going to buy Hogwarts Legacy.
I mean, Harry Potter's always been ass, and it's always been fucking freaky with its like politics. Like I mean that. Like I'm not like there's a slave race in there that enjoys being slaves.
Hey man, they enjoy being slaves. What's the problem?
I mean, that's the British fantasy. I get it. It's all they want. But like, that's just weird. It's like like they literally like free the slaves. It's like, oh, they didn't know what to do with their freedom. They're just slaves again. Like, that's is
that the like weird like muggle? Not muggle, like
the house elves.
What do they look like? It is Dobby.
Dobby and all those people, they get freed as slaves. And it's like, oh, we just wanted to go back to the kitchen. It's a crazy shit of all time. And like Hermione like tries to like campaign for their rights, and everyone like makes fun of her. Like even like it's like she's framed as being a cringe liberal for like being against like slavery, being against the enslavement of house elves.
Well, bro, they want it. What are we supposed to do? Kick them out of their homes?
And then at the end, so like throughout the entire book, like we see that's like, okay, this is a very corrupt system. Like they're just like legally like killing people, like Death Eaters and shit. Like it's all very like.
What are Death Eaters?
They're like these like they're like these things by the government. And they just like kill you or something. I don't remember, but it's just like there's awesome. Like a lot of weird like structural fucked up shit in that universe. And Harry's like, I'm going to change things. I'm going to make things better around here. I'm going to become an FBI agent.
Double the house elves.
No, he becomes an FBI agent. I'm not kidding. He becomes like the in-lore equivalent of an FBI agent. Like that's his big solution. That's his big solution to like fix the system. And then like
fix
nothing
it from
changes.
The inside, baby.
That's how the book ends. It's insanity. It's like truly like the most like lib like it's terrible. Like the I don't know, man. So like and then like the goblins running the bank. It's kind of weird.
What are their names? What are the names, Brian?
It's not so much their names as their noses and stature. It just like you hold it up to like a picture of like a Jewish person that like the Nazi party drew. You're like, oh, that's strange.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two photos.
Yeah, so and that's weird. And then, as far as I know, at least 6 months ago, my understanding of the story in Hogwarts is that like the backdrop, like main conflict, is that the goblins are revolting and you need to put it down. So
is that the money goblins?
Yeah, the Jews. Yeah, the Jew goblins.
The Jews are revolting?
Yes, the bankers are revolting. We need to put it down. We need to put them down.
Oh, geez, I haven't gotten my mandatory lunch.
You sure?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that makes me want to play it more. You put down a Jewish revolt.
I do
in Hogwarts Legacy.
I do need to know how much of that story beat is actually like tied in, because like when I first read it, I'm like, there's no way. Like 6 months ago, like in a trailer, it's like Goblin Revolt. I'm like, oh, those goblins, the bankers. the anti-Jewish propaganda people? That's crazy. That's nuts.
No, they're not. They're just bankers because that's what they did back in Egypt, Brian.
No, I mean they're.
Let's not.
Fuck.
Let's not get crazy here.
Okay. No, I mean they're just drawn like Nazi posters. Like it's crazy. Okay. What else we got? Is there anything else to talk about?
You said you wanted to do something. You said, and then you were like, I don't know. Maybe that was the Atrioc thing.
No, there had to be like one. I think it was just me talking about my failures in Strive. I think.
Okay.
All right. You want to call it? Anything else?
No. Also, wait. One thing. House cleaning. Housekeeping. We should probably shout out socials at the start of the episode.
That would be smart. Yeah, that would be good.
Instead of the end or not at all.
I'll edit that. I can. If you say it now, I'll just edit it into the beginning, and then they can like hear you say it now. It'll be like interesting, like full circle stuff.
Okay. So, wow, that was a great episode. We're at the end of it. Check us out on YouTube at Stunlocked Podcast.
Yes,
I believe that's correct. On Twitter as Stun Podcast because Twitter handles suck, and we're on TikTok as well.
Yeah, what's the TikTok, brother?
I think it's also Stunlocked Podcast.
Maybe Stunlocked Pod.
Maybe.
I'm probably gonna cut this.
We had it as shorts.
Yeah,
for a minute, and then we changed it because we're like, wait, we don't have another one.
I'm thinking after this, you pull up a voice memo on your phone and just look at them so we don't send anyone to the wrong place. And then you just send me the voice clip. Because I feel like we must have gotten one wrong, right?
No, I think we got them all right, dog. Okay. I can pull them up right now. Yeah, and let me tell you, I'm right. I'm fucking right. Because our TikTok is absolutely, oh my God, is that Stunlocked Pod? Yup.
At Stunlocked Pod. What about YouTube?
YouTube is Stunlocked Podcast.
Okay.
I'm right. 90 on that.
Nice.
Oh, wait. No, Stunlocked Pod. They're all Stunlocked Pod. Never mind. There's no cast. We're not casting anything.
Okay.
What are we, fishermen?
Okay. Saved.
We're fishers of men.
Okay. All right. Well,
we catch them and... I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
See you next episode, everybody.
No,
thanks for listening.
I have one more thing.
Yeah?
This is a call-out post.
Okay.
Fuck you, Spirit Airlines. Eat a fucking dick.
We didn't cover that at all.
Suck me good and hard through my jorts, Spirit Airlines. You guys suck.
Yeah.
I had one layover for Frosty. I was going to land in Vegas, crazy airport, and then I was going to fly into Chicago. I land in Vegas. I check my phone after airplane mode has been turned off, and got like a your two pointer fingers. You're putting them together. Like, I'm sorry, we had to cancel your flight. Oh, but we should have one booked expeditiously. Like, Spirit Airlines sending me that, and I didn't get rebooked. I had to wait in a 30-minute line to get rebooked. Nothing changed. Just go, oh, here's your new flight. And I asked him, like, is that it? There's no oh, we're sorry, here's a little gift or something. And he's like, no.
That's crazy.
So I got rebooked to fly down to Atlanta, Georgia, and then fly back up to Chicago. I moved past Chicago, went to another fucking time zone, and then came back.
How was your flight back though?
Flight back was easy.
Yeah,
there was
straight shot.
Oh, dude, the flight back was fucking. They were handing out complimentary earbuds to watch the in-flight entertainment. I don't want that. I had movies downloaded on my phone, so I watched those. But what I did watch on the flight, I watched Black Adam twice with the sound off.
How was that?
That was awesome. I had no idea what was going on, but it seemed like Black Adam was the bad guy, and then he wasn't. And there was like a crown. And he the opening scenes to Black Adam look very, very similar to some of the opening shots for fucking Uncut Gems.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like there's just a bunch of some oppressed race in Africa mining away in this divot in the ground to find shit, And then this young little Black Adam is like, we gotta do something. And they're like, no, there's nothing to do. And he's like, he runs up on a hill and like holds up a hand sign where he like makes a diamond with his hand. And then, you know, the millions of little workers hold up the sign with him. It's edited like a fucking trailer, dude. The movie, I was watching the movie with the sound up. I thought I was watching an ad for the movie. It's cut like a fucking trailer. It just skips through everything.
That's interesting. We should do a Black Adam episode. That might be fun.
I'd watch it again.
Max, huh? Third time, this time with audio?
Yeah, third time with audio. The flight was actually it was a relatively short flight. It was almost exactly 2 Black Adams long.
That's good.
For a flight.
That's nice. Yeah.
But instead I watched the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
It's a little too cringe, but it's written well. And it follows the very, very classic story structure.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way
to
it
a T. It does look nice.
Yeah,
and except for when they do the cutaways where it's like they freeze frame and then they have a bunch of like dancing like cutout animals.
It's been a minute, to be honest. It's been a while since I've seen it.
But it's good. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next episode, listener. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.